This is a decent one, past CAT question. A college has raised 75% of the funds, or rather 75% of the amount it needs for a new building by receiving an average donation of 600 rupee from the people already solicited. First of all, solicited ka matlab here is met. The people met. The people already solicited represents 60% of the people whom the college will ask for donation. So there are some amount of people, 60% of the people, they have already met, solicited, and all those people have paid 600 rupee for the donation, this thing. Okay. If the college is to raise exactly the amount needed for the new building, and what is the exact amount? I don't know as of now. What should be the average donation from the remaining people to be solicited? B. There are many ways to solve this question, but the best way is to go through the tree method, because the tree method will give us the balance very quickly. See how I am going to be solving this. So let us assume that because 75% and 60%, the numbers are quite handy. I'm saying let the total number of people be 100. Okay, so I'm assuming that the total number of people is 100 that they are soliciting. Some of them have paid money, some of them not paid money. Okay. How many of the people have paid money? Please tell me. 60% of the 100 people. Now, so how many? 60 people have paid money. And these 60% of the people who have already been solicited, who have paid, has paid how much donation? 600 each. That means total of 36,000. Now the balance over here is going to be how much? 40 people still needs to be solicited. We are still accounting for, we have accounted for 40 people. Okay. Read the question carefully. A college has raised 75% of the amount from these 60% of the people, which means that this 36,000 is the 75% of the total amount. So whatever is left, that is 25% of the amount, total amount, these 40 people will pay. Now you have to tell me what is the total amount quickly, guys.
Sorry. 48,000 is the total amount.
Yeah. So if 48,000 is the total number, 36 has already been accounted for. So what is the balance?
12,000.
So 12,000 rupees I still need. Now the question basically boils down to how much rupee these 40 people will pay for these 12,000 rupees.
Divided by 40.
Divide by 40. So 300 each. Guys, any problem? Anything?
No.
Manisha?
No, sir.
Okay. And I mean, you have to go through this questions once again just to make things clear. Okay, let's go to the next one. This is a very, very interesting question, and this is one of those questions that you will again and again see in mock test, this exam, that exam. Yeah. Varun, you were saying something.
It's an old question. I mean, 2018.
Yes. I don't know which CAT exact year, but yeah, it's a CAT question. Let me read the question out for you.
Okay.
Fresh grapes contain 90% water by weight, while dried grapes contain 20% water by weight. What is the weight of dry grapes available from 20 kg of fresh grapes? I'm going to give you guys 2 minutes to scribble something. Varun, Gopal, I think you have already solved this one. Manisha and Varun, please do this thing. It's not very difficult, mind you. Scribble something. I just want you guys to scribble something so that, things start popping up. Okay, so I will not give you the complete answer, but I'm just going to give you guys some hint. Achha, they have said that fresh grapes have 90% water. That means water ka concentration is 90%. So whatever is remaining, what is remaining? I can call it the pulp. Okay, what is that? That quantity, that pulp, I'm calling it. That pulp is 10%. right? In the dry grapes, water is of course 20%, right? So the pulp over here is going to be how much?
80%.
Yep, 80%. One thing you guys have to understand that you have to equate something. You have to work on some quantity. Do you remember from the last classes that we did? I always emphasis on this thing. Always work on what is retained. I always say this thing. I know for a fact that when I dry the grapes, water will not retain. The pulp will remain same. So it's like that mass, no matter what happens. So if you guys are familiar with mass versus weight, so if you go to moon, your weight will reduce, but your overall mass, that is the quantity of matter, or let's say the content that is there, that will always stay intact. So the pulp will always stay intact no matter what. If you dry it, if you do whatever with it, so the pulp will always stay intact. So that is the first level hint that I'm giving you. So you have to work with this thing. Now read the question. The question says, what is the weight of dry grapes available from 20 kg of fresh grapes? So can I say that 10% of 20 kg, that is the pulp. So just a second. 10% of this 20 kg, that is the pulp, the total content of pulp, will be equal to the 80% of x kg, let's say, because the pulp will remain constant no matter whether it's a dry or this thing. So pulp on one side will be equal to pulp on the other side. It is always a good idea to work with the pulp because that is what is retained. Now it's a simple equation in one variable. You can solve it and you can give me the answer. Percentages goes away. So this is how much? 20 upon 8. Make sense? Does this make sense, guys?
Yes.
Manisha?
Yes.
Okay. Varun?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you guys want to add something to this? Or shall we
Nothing.
go ahead? Okay. Let's go to the next one.